Hi everyone, welcome to my first launch of the yoga posture cards, which are 40 cards in this box, and they're basics postures and intermediate postures. And inside the box, you have, of course, the manual of how to use the postures, and also you have a small origami which is made from recycled paper, and the paper is coming from um, the company called Java, which is a coffee brand from Kenya. So the idea behind this being that we are more or less like origamis when we're doing yoga, meditation, and also postures, because we are kind of like bending and folding from one side to the other, and by so doing, we are enhancing the body, we are creating forms, we are changing from standing to sitting down to lying down, and just like origami paper, which in the beginning is just a plain piece of paper, and with all these beautiful shapes, birds, animals, geometrical figures, um, we kind of like are sculpting our bodies with time. And that is why I put the origami, and also it's about recycling. My main aim in yoga is to recycle gestures. We do recycle gestures on a daily basis when we're doing the postures or when we're doing meditation. It is a repetition and another repetition of what you already know, but then you enhance your way of doing it. So in the same way, recycling helps us also to understand that the nature that is around us is quite important. And I want to encourage people to buy these yoga cards, 40 cards, and the manual, the user manual, basics and intermediates, and give it as a gift to someone whom you know, someone whom you love, um, for this Christmas, um, to wish them a good new 2021. We all need to know how to take care of ourselves, our well-being, and this is one way also to understand how to start a process of healing yourself. And at home, we have understood also with this coronavirus that we need to know how to work on ourselves, on our own, in our own environment. So this is again another way of doing that. Also included in the cards, you have links to YouTube and Instagram handles of Company YO, which is my company, and this is the logo of the company, which is me upside down, hands on the sides, which create an infinity sign of eternal regrowth, recycle again. And so, at least if you want to take the cards and create for yourself the sequences, you have the manual, which will give you a guide of 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and 55 minutes workout sequences. But also you have the Instagram, the YouTube handles with the 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes workouts or walk-in postures. And this is the fast series. So what you get in the box is, of course, the box, the manual, the cards, 40 cards, and this small piece of paper which says Yoga Postures Card Series number 1. So this is the first series by Mani Mungai. a unique way to learn how to practice yoga postures in your home at your own time, morning, noon, or evening. Then ever wanted to try a yoga sequence but you cannot remember the posture from back in the yoga class? Question. Ever been at the beach or from a jog, wanted to stretch but didn't have the mind to prepare a new set of sequence? Might happen, right? Bored of doing the same sequences but you cannot seem to remember very um, um, every time you make a sequence off your head. Okay, so um, the the idea of the cards is you can take them with you anywhere, or you can use them at home. You can take them to the beach. Um, you can also make a posture game with your friends, meaning that you get them to choose just the numbers. So you have B1 to B25, basic 1 to basic 25, int 1 to int 15, intermediate 1 to intermediate 15, and it could be a card game where each one of you, maybe you're 4, and each person picks out 4 cards, eyes closed, and they try to do the postures. So it can be fun, it can be a practice that you do every other day. It can also be something that is constant, meaning that on Monday you start a 10-minute sequence, then on Tuesday 20 minutes, then on Wednesday 30 minutes, then on Thursday you have a 40 minutes with the 30 minutes from the day before, and you try and create 10 minutes from your head. I mean, give yourself a challenge. And on Friday a 55, Saturday a small pose, and Sunday a small pose. So what I want to do today is I've picked out the cards from one of the boxes. I will do the 30-minute sequence. I will start with the sun salutation, which is kind of like what I have put in the beginning of every sequence. And then I will do the sequence, which is about 25 minutes. The sun salutation takes not more than 5 minutes. So of course, if you just want to do the sun salutation every day in the morning, you just need to pick basic 1, basic 2, basic 3, basic 4, basic 5, basic 6, basic 7, basic 8, which are noted right here. And here's the photo. And you have the sequence for the sun salutation. And to finish off the sun salutation, you go back again. Okay, so basic 7, then you go back again from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, voila voila. So here I go, 30 minutes sequence which I have planned for today, and I'm presenting this yoga posture cards box at the House of Treasures in Karen, opposite the hub for the tea party. Please do come, and please get yourself a box, and a friend of yours or 3 friends. I mean, these are unique because they are made in Kenya, made in Limuru. So Limuru go, and yeah, please have fun, and please leave a message. Let me know what you think about the yoga poster cards, and I hope you enjoy. Right now, I'm going to start the sequence in the next 1.5 minutes. Here we go. So go in front of your mat, and you're going to start with the sun salutation. Feet together. We're going to take a deep breath in here, and as you breathe out, you're going to put the big toes to the floor, hands to your chest. Breathing in, and close your eyes. Breathing out, listen to the nature, the sounds around you, whichever it is. Go back to normal breathing in and out. Try and feel if your knees are straight, if you need to lengthen them. Your tailbone, if you need to relax your knees and your tailbone tucked in, go ahead and try. Take note of the light going into your eyelids, into your eyes, and the sound of the birds or electrical appliances, or people talking, or just your breathing. We're going to start the sequence now with the sun salutation. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, almost like you're yawning. Then get ready, and we're going to use this breathing technique throughout the practice, breathing out. And you will try and enhance this breathing deep in and out during the practice. Remember, like origamis, we're trying to fold and unfold. Don't force yourself. Hands up, breathing in, Urdhva Hasta Asana. Breathing out, hands to the side, bend your knees, fingertips to the floor, release your head. Uttanasana. Breathing in, hands on your shins, Uttanasana. Ardha, half. Breathing out, fingertips down to the floor, push down, take your right leg back, palms to the floor, right knee down, point the foot, breathing in, looking in front. Ashwanachalasana, the equestrian pose, breathing out, stack your right foot and bring your left foot back for Adho Mukha, downward dog. Breathing in here and breathing out, lifting your heels, knees to the floor, chest to the floor, Ashtanga Namaskara, and block your elbows on your rib cage on the sides, breathing in, pointing your feet, coming up, Bhujangasana, plank pose and downward dog. Lifting your heels up, breathing in, spread your fingers, push down to the floor with your fingers and your palms and take your heels down to the floor. Breathing in again. As you breathe out, bend your knees, look in front, lift your heels up, breathe out and take your left leg forward. Right knee down, point your feet. Breathing in, equestrian pose, Ashwanachalasana. Breathing out, stacking your right foot and coming up, right foot next to your left, fingertips on the floor. Uttana. Breathing in, looking in front, hands on your shins, flat back. Lengthen your back, breathing out, fingertips down to the floor, Uttanasana. Bring your waist forward. Breathing in here, bend your knees, hands to the side, coming up, Urdhva Hasta Asana. And breathing out, hands to your chest, Tadasana. Standing start pose. Breathing in again, hands to your chest, breathing out, push your weight forward and the toes pushing on the floor, breathing in, hands up, over the head, a little bit of an arc to backwards, Urdhva Hasta Asana, breathing out, hands to the sides, bending your knees, fingertips to the floor, release your head. Breathing in, lengthen your legs, keep your fingertips to the floor, breathing out, Uttanasana, left leg back. Left knee to the floor, point your foot, breathing in, looking in front. Ashwanachalasana, equestrian pose, tucking your foot behind you, coming up, palms down, push and Adho Mukha, Svanasana or Parvatasana, mountain pose or downward dog. Breathing in, looking at your knees, breathing out, looking at your stomach, breathing in again. Try and keep your heels down to the floor. Push down and lengthen your back, take your tailbone up to the sky. Breathing out, knees down to the floor, chest to the floor, elbows tucked in, point your feet, breathing in, looking up. Bhujangasana, the cobra pose, breathing out, plank pose and downward dog. Breathing in here. Heels down to the floor, breathing out, bend your knees and take your stomach to touch your thighs. Breathing in again, spread your fingers, push down to the floor with your fingers and your palms, breathing out, lifting your heels, breathing in,
Lengthen your legs, looking in front. Right leg forward. Left knee down, point the foot behind, breathing in, looking up. Great, guys. Breathing out, stacking your left foot, coming up. And bring your left foot next to your right. Uttanasana. Breathing in, hands to your shins. Looking in front, lengthen your back. Fingertips down to the floor. Breathing out, Uttanasana. Bending your knees, hands to the sides, coming up. And as you breathe out, hands to your chest. We're going to start now the new sequence. Breathing in, hands up. And as you breathe out, you're just going to take hands to the sides, taking your right leg back, opening your hips, and trying to keep opening and opening and opening your legs so that you're almost on both sides of the mat and your toes are facing outwards. You bring your toes in, breathing in, flat back here, fingertips down to the floor, breathing out. Try and take your crown of your head to the floor here and bring your hands to the sides, breathing in, out. Second breath in here and out. And breath in and out. Last breath in. And as you breathe out, what you want to do is come up flat back and walk your hands towards your left foot. Turn your left toes to face forward and put your left hand in front of your left foot. Right hand going up over the head and on the direct opposite of the right foot. Putting in and out. A breath in. And keep looking in front of you or up. And as you breathe out, you're just going to take your right hand down and left leg back. And you're going to downward dog. Breathing in here and breathing out, heels down. Breathing in again. And as you breathe out, you're just going to take your tailbone towards the ceiling and look at your stomach. Breathing in and out. Third time. Last breath in. And as you breathe out, you can either walk your feet forward or bend your knees and jump to go to Uttanasana. Forward bend. That's right. That's great, guys. Breathing in. Hands on your shins, coming up. Looking in front, breathing out. Hands back down to the floor. Fingertips. Bend your knees, hands to the sides, breathing in. And as you breathe out, hands to your chest. Hands up, breathing in. And breathing out, hands to the sides. And what you want to do now is take your left leg back. Okay? So this is the second way to go to this wide-legged open legs, forward bend here. Okay? Breathing in here and out. Second breath in and out. The crown of the head is kind of like going towards the floor. Huh? You can bring your waist, breathing in last time. Forward and so that you feel like your toes are clutching onto the floor. Great. Now walking your hands towards your right foot and turning your toes to face forward, breathing out, right hand neck in front of the right foot, left hand going up over the head and on the opposite side of the left leg. Breathing in here, looking in front of you, breathing out. Try and smell the flowers. Breathing in and breathing out, or try and remember the origami folding. Breathing in and breathing out. You're kind of like a crane, or breathing in and breathing out. Hand down. Lift your left heel up, and you're just gonna bring that right leg, which is in front, behind here. Breathing in. You're on plank pose. Breathing out. Downward dog. Great. Breathing in here and out. Heels to the floor. Breathing in second time. Looking at my knees. Breathing out my stomach. Breathing in again, bend your knees. And take your stomach to your thighs, breathing out, looking in front. Breathing in, looking at your stomach. Tailbone towards the ceiling. And breathing out, heels down to the floor. Great. Now, what you want to do here is roll up, heels, lower back, tailbone, upper back. Plank pose, Kumbhakasana. Then bring your knees down to the floor, hands a little bit closer. Breathing in, point your feet behind, and you're just going to lift up the right leg with the knee bent. Looking up, breathing in, push down to the floor with your fingertips, and breathing out, leg down, changing, breathing in, left leg up, knees bent, looking up, breathing out, knee down, breathing in, right leg, breathing out, knee down, last breath in, and breathing out. Okay, for those who would like to go further, breathing in, lifting your leg up, looking up, breathing out. You're just going to bring your knee to your forehead right here and crunch. Knee down, breathing in, left leg up, breathing out, knee, forehead. And for those who would like to go further, you can take your leg up and opposite hand up, holding your leg behind you, looking at it, breathing out, breathing in again, hand forward, hand down, breathing out, forehead, knee, and down. Changing, breathing in, leg up, hand up, breathing out, holding the leg and looking at it, breathing in, and down, crunching as you breathe out, and knee down. Tuck your feet behind, breathing in, take your hands a little bit further forward, coming up to plank pose, downward dog. I'm just going to take my right leg forward, left knee down, and from here I will point my left foot behind and lift up my right hand to a torsion. Breathing in and breathing out. Second breath in. Try and push down to the floor. Breathing out so that your shoulder is not sinking into your ear. Third breath in and out. Last breath in here. And as you breathe out, take your hand back down to the floor. Tuck your foot behind, breathing in, coming up. And back to plank pose. Same thing on the other side, breathing in. Downward dog. Lifting your heels up. And left leg forward, right knee down. Point the foot behind, breathing in. Left hand up. And breathing out. Second breath in here. What you could do is tuck your tailbone in here, not arch your back. Breathing out, that breath in and out, last breath in. And as you breathe out, taking your left hand down, tucking your foot, right foot behind you, and going back to plank pose. You're just gonna go ahead and lift up one right leg. Breathing in here. So this is the plank pose on 3 legs. Breathing out, second breath in here, out, that breath in, and out, last breath in, and out, right leg down, changing, breathing in, left, point up, foot behind, breathing out, push down, breathing in again, and out, great, that breath in, and out, last breath in, and as you breathe out, I'm gonna take that leg down, knees down, and elbows down to the floor. Great, coming up, breathing in, forward, on, plank, breathing out. Get ready, lifting one, right leg, Breathing out. Take it a little bit higher. Breathing in and out. Leg down. Change. Left. Second breathing. Leg down. Knees down. Pull back. Coming up. Breathing out. And going down to Chaturanga. Breathing in here and out, sinking down to just release a little bit your back from that practice, okay? Breathing in and out. And what you want to do now is just come up and pull back to Balasana. Breathing in and out. And up on your fours, and we're going to repeat fast, but a little bit faster this time around, from lifting the leg behind you first, okay? Which is called Vyagrasana, the tiger pose. Breathing in, leg up, a variation. Breathing out, knee down. Breathing in, left up, point the foot and engage it. Breathing out, leg down. Changing, breathing in. Looking up, breathing out, knee to the forehead. Change, breathing in, left up, breathing out, knee to the forehead. Going down, changing, breathing in, right, left hand, breathing out, holding and looking. Breathing in, and down, breathing out, knee, forehead, and down. Changing, breathing in, left up, breathing out, holding the foot with the hand, breathing in, and forward and down, breathing out, knee, forehead, and down. Hands a little bit further forward, tucking your feet behind, coming up for the plank pose. Breathing in and out. Lifting one leg up, breathing in, right leg, point the foot, higher, breathing out, leg down, changing, breathing in, pointing the left, higher, breathing out, leg down, knees down, elbows down, coming up, forearm plank, breathing in, the foot is flexed, breathing out, hold it one more time, breathing in, breathing out, leg down, changing, breathing in, breathing out, one more breath in here, and breathing out, leg down, knees down, going back to Balasana, and release. Great. Now in Balasana, what you want to do is try as much as you can to have your stomach pushing on your thighs, so that you can release the stress and strain from the lower back. Breathing in here. If it's really painful, you can put a mat or something on under your knees so that you protect your knees. And also so that you can concentrate more on the practice and less on the pain that you might be feeling. Remember, falling is not breaking. So the idea is not to break yourself, but to accommodate what you can with your body. Coming up, breathing in and breathing out, legs to the sides. And sitting, facing same direction, bending one knee, Janurasana, right knee out, and try and bring your heel as close as you can to your first chakra, or your perineal muscle. Breathing in. Make sure you're sitting on your two sitting bones here, and you're not sitting on one and lifting the other. Hands up, breathing out, bending your foreknee, and try first of all just to hold your shin. See if you can keep your back straight and your sitting bones. Remember, breathing in again. Sometimes it takes time. Breathing out for the posture for the body to get used to the posture. Breathing in again.
And as you breathe out, try and hold the big toe and try and keep your back straight. The aim is not to go to a big stretch. Breathing in is to get comfortable, is actually doing the posture. Breathing out, keep your back straight. If you can lengthen that foot, go ahead. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, try and take your elbows down, stomach towards the thigh. Breathing in and out, release. Lengthen the right leg which is bent, and bend the left leg. Flex the right foot completely, right knee out, sitting bones again. Breathing in, hands up. And as you breathe out, bend that right knee and take your stomach towards your thigh. Breathing out. Okay, breathing in again. Try and keep your sitting bones to the floor, huh? Breathing out. Try breathing in again. And out, holding the big toe, back straight. Fourth breath in, stomach towards the thigh, breathing out, lengthen that leg, that right leg, and release. Come to the side, breathing in. Now you're just going to take your waist towards the middle of the mat here and put your toes down to the floor, right there. Release your lower back by keeping your hands behind you. If you can, if you cannot, it's okay also. And from here, we're just going to put our elbows down, breathing in, and push down to the floor here, and lift up our butts, our waist, breathing in, interlace the fingers under here, and push down to the floor, breathing out. Stay there, breathing in again, and out. Third breath in, and out. Now keep lifting your waist and try and not take your knees outwards. Fourth breath in, waist high, and as you breathe out, you're taking your waist down, taking your right foot over your left, right hand between the two legs, the left one on the outside. You're just going to lift the left leg and lock your fingers under your left knee. Flex your feet, breathing in, Suchikandarasana, threading the needle pose, and bring that knee a little bit closer, breathing in, I mean the left knee which is bent, breathing out. That breath in here, you can close your eyes or open your eyes, breathing out. Try and keep your lower back to the floor by pushing also with the head. Breathing in, last one. And as you breathe out, you're just going to release that leg, right leg down, changing left leg up with the ankle next to the right knee, left hand between the two legs, right hand on the outside, interlace the fingers under the right knee, breathing in, flex your feet, engage them, breathing out, lower back to the floor, second breath in here. Try and bring that right knee as close as you can, breathe out to your chest, third breath in, and out, last breath in. We are almost done with the practice. And as you breathe out, you're just going to release that knee, take your right heel down, left heel also down to the floor. And from here, what you want to do is lengthen your legs, and as they go towards the straight position, point the feet, and you're just going to push with your elbows and come up to look up at your feet. Breathing in, and you're using your elbow as the anchor. Breathing out, keep pointing your feet, engage your legs completely, breathing in. Now keep this tension, this engagement of the legs, and you're just going to look behind you. Breathing out. In again. Tuck your hands under your bottom, and try and take your forehead down to the floor. Breathing in, not your forehead, but your crown. To your stomach, breathing out. Breathing in again, keep the arc. Breathing into the lower stomach and breathing out. Breathing in again to the stomach.
rib cage. Breathing out, rib cage. Stomach. Last breath in. Stomach. Rib cage. Upper chest. And breathe out. Release your hands to the sides. This last posture, Matsyendrasana, is really good for thyroid gland, so it is much recommended, just like so many other postures. We have gotten to the end of the practice. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good time. 30 minutes practice, and hope to see you sometime soon in my other classes, which are during the week on Mondays to Thursdays, mornings and evenings. And we will basically work on postures which are more Ashtanga and Power Yoga to get you physically fit and ready for the holiday season. But also with the mindfulness meditation practice on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays before the yoga postures. And on Sundays, basically it's just mindfulness meditation and mantra transcendental meditation, TM. Sunday morning. Thank you very much. When you're ready, you can roll your wrists, roll your ankles, come up to your right hand. Have a good day.